So far, Bitcoin is still holding the uptrending support of the rising wedge formation. Bitcoin is getting squeezed between support and resistance, and right now is testing a key resistance level, which is not visible on this chart, guys, but we can see it over on this chart. And on this chart we can see that Bitcoin right now is testing the golden ratio Fibonacci level, one of the most important levels to determine whether this bounces a retracement or whether we can start a new uptrend. And guys, in today's video I'm going to show you exactly why this chart is showing us that we are touching the Fibonacci golden ratio right now and that it is acting as resistance, and why we are not seeing that in this chart. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. Right now, let's jump into the Bitcoin price action. But before we are jumping into the Bitcoin price action, guys, I want to quickly remind you that you have only 2 days left to claim this major bonus over on Bybit, a bonus of $1,610 if you use my affiliate link down below to join Bybit. There's also a bonus going on over on the Femix platform where you can get an additional bonus of $1,100. This one goes till the end of the month. And for Bybit, guys, you only have 2 days left right here. I will drop a link to this page as well down below, but you have till the 18th of August to claim a bonus up to $1,000 with this bonus bash, but you can claim up a extra bonus of $610 in the rewards hub. So for everybody interested in that, you can find my affiliate link down below. Now guys, let's dive into the Bitcoin price action, and we are seeing some very interesting developments right here. So far, Bitcoin is still holding this quite steep uptrending support of this rising wedge formation. We haven't seen a breakout. We are trading right now, if we have a look at this Fibonacci retracement tool settings, we are now trading above the 50% Fibonacci level, which is good. On the daily RSI, we still set lower highs. So unless this trend is broken, I would still say there is exhaustion going on right here in the Bitcoin price for bullish momentum, right? But it is possible, of course, that we are going to break that declining resistance and going to see a nice push to the upside. That is actually what we need if we want to break through the resistance decisively that we are facing now. So guys, now I want to talk with you about that certain resistance. So the Fibonacci retracement tool you can use in multiple ways with multiple settings. And what we normally do is when we are opening the settings of the Fibonacci retracement tool, then you can scroll to the bottom of the setting page right there. Here you can also add the extensions, for example, but here you can scroll to the bottom and there you can set Fibonacci levels based on log scale. And we are looking at a logarithmic chart, so it is good that whenever you are analyzing Bitcoin on a logarithmic time scale, I would suggest to set the Fibonacci levels based on a log scale. However, I think it is good to watch both, so the normal Fibonacci levels on a normal scale but also on a log scale, and see which levels show the most significance. And what we can see right now is that Bitcoin is testing the golden ratio, which is a key level in the Bitcoin price concerning a retracement from this drop. And this is also what most traders are asking themselves right now. Is this bounce that we are seeing right now in the Bitcoin price, is that a retracement from this drop we have seen right here? Or is this a finished correction, the drop, and can Bitcoin start right here a new uptrend, which most likely can be the last wave in this bull market, the fifth wave structure, which could bring Bitcoin to the levels of $100,000 and higher. So that is one of the biggest questions that most traders have at the moment. And right now there is not clear evidence of which scenario we are actually seeing, but we are seeing some interesting key levels being tested right now in the chart. So Bitcoin right now is testing the golden ratio Fibonacci level, which is at 47,865. And normally, guys, there would be quite some resistance at this level due to the fact that the traders that are thinking that this bounce is a retracement, they are going to take profits at the golden ratio. It would make sense, right? Because when Bitcoin is hitting that level, they expect it to roll over and eventually to continue this downtrend if those traders bought in right here at the approximately at this sideways range for Bitcoin, the local bottom right here. So that is one of the things. The opposite is true as well. If we can break above the golden ratio decisively right here, and this level can act as support, then that is very bullish and shows us that most likely we are in to test the next Fibonacci level right here at 54,685. And if we zoom in right now on the Bitcoin price, then we can see that since the drop from yesterday, Bitcoin got actually supported by a very interesting moving average, and that is the 200-day moving average. So right here you can see the moment we got rejected the first time from the golden ratio, we came down and we backtested the 200-day. The 200-day acted as support, and right now we are testing the golden ratio again, which means that Bitcoin right now is being squeezed between the 200-day moving average and the golden ratio. So guys, the 200-day moving average is right now at 45,500 approximately. And yeah, as we know, the golden ratio above us is at 47,865. So in the coming days, we are going to see the 200-day increase right here, and Bitcoin is fighting to claim this 61.80%. And I think this is going to be one of the major key levels that Bitcoin is going to get squeezed up on in, and we are going to see a breakout, either breakout to the upside or either breakout to the downside and lose the 200-day moving average. And if we lose the 200-day moving average, that also means that we have broken below the support of this rising wedge formation, which we are still trading above. So it's still possible that we are going to do something like this. We are going to get a small bounce still right here, slightly get above the 61.80%, confuse a lot of people, a lot of traders, and eventually roll over right here and break below this level again. So that makes this level a failed attempt breakout, which is a bearish sign, and that we eventually see a breakdown of this rising wedge pattern, and that will increase the likelihood of breaking below the 200-day moving average as well and testing some levels below us. Guys, I think this is right now slightly more probable than directly breaking to the 61.80%. Normally, the 61.80%, the golden ratio Fibonacci level, is actually causing quite some significant resistance. And it's not that often that we, with the first try, just straight blasting through it. However, it is possible as well. And some signs you can watch for that, guys, is the declining momentums in the declining resistances in the momentum indicator. So we have right here on the 4-hour, we have a declining resistance on the momentum indicator, which is also visible on the daily time frame, right? And I will expect these resistances on the momentum indicators to continue to act as resistance until we are seeing that a clear breakout right here, and that is the moment that we can expect as well some more bullish momentum in the price. But if we have, for example, the price of Bitcoin going to the golden ratio Fibonacci level right now, coming along with this bearish divergence and the momentum indicator touching almost the resistance of the declining resistance that we are seeing in the momentum indicators, we do have to be aware of that. That normally is a moment where the price can expect some resistance and might break some support right here, which will indicate that we are going to see some lower levels in the not so distant future. However, if we can break that resistance right here on the 4-hour time frame, that would be one of the first signals to watch, that we really can see a change in the momentum right here on the daily time frame, that we can break above that declining resistance. Then that would be a very bullish sign and showing us that Bitcoin might be in for another pump to the upside, going to the 78.60% to the level of 54,685. One thing I do want to emphasize right here, guys, is that once Bitcoin is reclaiming another significant level, which is the 61.80%, right? The next level, which Bitcoin might claim in the, maybe even today, but in the not so distant future. You have to be very skeptical and cautious once we are breaking back below that level, if we break back below that level. So as long as Bitcoin is trading above all these key levels, which we are seeing also on the weekly time frame. So we are trading above the 21-week EMA. We are trading above the 20-week moving average. We are trading above the 200-day moving average. And right now we are testing the golden ratio as well. That is all very, very bullish. However, if Bitcoin, so to say, break above the golden ratio, but later is turning around and losing this level again, then the moment we are losing that level, that is going to be a warning signal. And that is the moment that you want to apply you want to lower your risk, basically, because you want to see more evidence that Bitcoin is going to hold support at one of these key levels. So the moment we are breaking key levels, it will increase the likelihood that we are going to see lower levels due to the fact that it is showing weakness in the Bitcoin price. And guys, with the S&P 500, we have kind of a similar formation as with Bitcoin right now. Right here we are looking at the daily time frame. We are trading in a rising wedge pattern, entered from a uptrend. And as you can see, we are right now touching the resistance, might even trying to break that uptrending resistance. But when we have a look at the relative strength index, we actually still see a lot of bearish divergences. So the relative strength index is creating lower highs, while we are seeing the opposite in the price. So that could be a signal showing us that right here the uptrend in the S&P 500 is getting exhausted as well. And sooner or later, we'll see a small correction right here. And as you guys know, there is quite a big correlation between the S&P 500, the regular financial markets, and Bitcoin. So I wouldn't be surprised, also because these charts are lining up quite accurately with each other, right? I wouldn't be surprised if the S&P 500 would start to show signs of a correction right here, that we are going to see an increased likelihood that is going to happen with Bitcoin as well. The opposite is true also. If we were to break right here to the upside, and we break this resistance of this rising wedge formation, then that will most likely cause a accelerated uptrend, so volatility to the upside. And I think that could also cause buying pressure on the price of Bitcoin. However, normally we always have to, it's better to assume when price is reaching resistance that we are going to see a rejection rather than seeing a breakout. For a breakout, we first want to see the evidence of that breakout actually occur, right? Normally is you buy at support, you sell at resistance, unless we are breaking that resistance and you have a clear confirmation that that resistance is being broken. Because normally if you would, for example, right here during these times, assume that we would break out, then you would have made the wrong decision, right? At least in the shorter term time frame, right here as well. So far we still get rejected by this resistance, and so far I would also say we should expect a rejection. At least we should expect that the chances is higher to get a rejection rather than breaking out, until we are actually seeing that breakout occur. Then guys, we actually have some bullish news for Bitcoin right here on the Dixie chart. It's a little bit confusing what we are seeing right here, but it's still just set a lower high, which means that the Dixie chart basically is still in a downtrend, which is bullish for Bitcoin, because there is a inverse correlation between the US dollar index and Bitcoin, which means that when Bitcoin is going up, the Dixie is going down, and when the Dixie is going up, Bitcoin is going down. And what we have seen right here is quite interesting. We had this neckline right here, this potential inverse head and shoulders pattern, which was quite worrying, because if we are going to see a clear reversal right here on the Dixie, and the Dixie is starting to look very bullish, then that could be a very bearish sign for Bitcoin. But so far we broke the neckline, we broke back below it. It's a little bit sloppy price action, but if we just have a look at the highs, we can see that the Dixie still continues to set lower highs, which means that we are still basically in a downtrend. It would be nice for the Dixie to get below this neckline again. because so far it's now still holding above this neckline. So it would be nice to see some more decline right here in the Dixie. That would be also very bullish for Bitcoin. But so far this is actually looking good, and this is a chart you want to be watching if you are trading Bitcoin, because like I said in my previous videos as well, guys, it's going to be important that multiple charts are telling the same story, so that we can see the similar story being expressed in the price of Bitcoin, the regular financial markets, the US dollar Dixie chart, the altcoin section, the Bitcoin dominance chart, right? Because the more confirmations we have in different charts, the more secure we can be of a certain scenario that is playing out. So this is actually quite good that we are seeing right now in the Dixie chart. Then guys, in my video yesterday I've been saying that I'm expecting a bounce in the Bitcoin dominance, and I think that bounce right now is starting. We are seeing a reaction in the price right here, and we are seeing a bullish divergence in the relative strength index. So we have a lower low in the chart right here, but we are setting a higher low in the momentum indicator. I think in the short term time frame we could be seeing a bounce right here in the Bitcoin dominance, which basically means that for Bitcoin we're either going to see a rally or we are going to see a correction, because the Bitcoin dominance is increasing only in two moments of the Bitcoin price, and that is when Bitcoin price is rallying and everybody wants to take advantage of that rally, right? Or when Bitcoin is decreasing, so traders are taking less risk and they are hedging in stable coins but also in Bitcoin. So guys, this is what I'm watching right on the Bitcoin chart. I think it's going to be interesting to see whether Bitcoin can break above the 61.80% right now. If we just go above the 61.80% but we fail to break the resistance in the relative strength index, then I would say that the signs right now that the momentum is getting exhausted is still there. So we have to be aware of that, right? So if we just get a pump right here, but we cannot break above the declining resistance in the relative strength index, we still have to be skeptic about this move of reclaiming this very key level. However, if we can also break above the resistance in the momentum indicators, guys, then that would be very bullish and would definitely show that Bitcoin is in for a continuation of this uptrend, as long as we are holding above that 61.80%. Then guys, if we would get rejected at the 61.80%, you guys know the levels that I'm watching below us. We have a nice Fibonacci level below us. The 50% at 43,590 has been showing a lot of significance in the past as well. Then below that, I think a very key level is going to be this zone, that is 41 to 42,000 US dollars. I think 42,000 is a key level in the Bitcoin price right now. And we have, of course, the previous resistance from this from this pattern right here, this bump and run reversal pattern, the lead in phase right here, which always still can be tested in the future and should be tested as support if Bitcoin wants to continue this uptrend. So guys, these are the levels that I'm watching to the downside. Levels that I'm watching to the upside is of course the 78.60% at approximately 54,685. We have some levels in between where I'm going to expect some form of a reaction, but I think as long as we are trading above the 61.80% after we broke it, and we can see that the Bitcoin momentum can break above these resistances, I think we can definitely see some nice increase right here in the Bitcoin price. Then guys, for everybody who wants to trade this move, you can do that over on the Bybit exchange. And yeah, right now you can still claim a bonus of 1,610 US dollars, and you got 2 days left to claim that bonus, because this action is going on till the 18th of August. So for everybody who's interested in that, you can find my affiliate link down below. Then guys, if you haven't done so yet, I would highly appreciate it if you would leave a thumbs up down below, guys. That makes me very happy. Then I want to wish every single one of you an awesome day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.